Today's a 10-year process of believing that men are willing and desire to be the change that ends sex trafficking. And today is the first step in that. So the I Am Change movement is really focused on ending sex trafficking. I work in that area through our organization Without Permission. Over the last 7 years, we've served over 362 victims of sex trafficking. The youngest has been an 11-year-old boy. The average age is a 14, 15, 16-year-old girls. So the work that Without Permission has done proves that it's here. And I've had man after man after man come up to me and say, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And so the I Am Change movement is Without Permission's response to empowering men to come forward and be the change that ends sex trafficking. Working with the men of faith was our first step, is going to the churches where men are, where men, that's my community that I know will respond, and they have. And so the first responsibility for the I Am Change men's movement is for the men of the faith community to come out and say, I played a part in this. Either ignorance, by choice, by default, by family history, by culture. I'm part of the problem, and I'm going to step up and be the change that ends sex trafficking. And then the goal is that they will lead people out as well. And so we want to make sure that we, Without Permission, we want to make sure that we give men a positive way to let the pressure valve off in society and culture today. And this is one of the first things that's positive in the I Am Change movement. We have over 60 brothels operating as legal massage parlors in the Modesto city only. That's not Stanislaus County, that's not San Joaquin and Stanislaus, that's just Modesto alone. So we have a thriving illegal brothel industry, which is organized crime in our community, which means we have people patronizing it because they're making money. We have sex trafficking victims on every high school in Modesto City high schools, So our young kids are being targeted, they have no idea. Backpage was just taken down yesterday by the FBI, but that was over a 3-year process. Legislation that just passed, over 7 years of trying to get legislation passed about 3 weeks ago. So the work, the exposure, the national epidemic has made its way to the Central Valley. And so we're here to just say, here's the proof, here's the numbers. They're not anecdotal. It's not what's going on in Kansas. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about what we and what our men are doing, what's happening to our children, and how culture has penetrated and just absolutely arrested a generation of children. It's really important that we put this into the context of a conversation that develops local response. We're not going to sit around and wait for our government to fix moral issues. We need to stand up and decide. All things may be lawful, but all things are not profitable. And just because I can, looking at human trafficking today, should I? We believe that we can change, and we can make the change right here at home.